My name is Lloyd Prater.
And I'm Lucas King.
And this is the reason we started our company, Catalyst Life.
That's all you have in Fort Payne's walk to the park or go to the skating rink, which costs you like $20. No one's
Everyone knows we didn't have money to do that.
No, our parents didn't finance us at all. Like, both of our jobs suck. You didn't even get paid.
Yeah, I didn't even get paid for my job. I just
Was there.
helped mop floors.
And I was just basically making like enough money to get around, and I didn't even have a car. We were skating in the park one night. I think it was like the next night after we got our skateboards, and we were skating in the park, and I hit a curve. Attempting, like learning, and then I hit this, I guess, a ledge, and my trucks broke because they were plastic.
I remember that. That was like where the sidewalk connects, and there was like a little dip, and it was just like.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this. I don't even think. Did we know the skate park existed?
Oh, we knew it was there, but we were like, there's no reason in us going, so now we're not going to skate. We're just trying to get around. So
but eventually, it made its way into us going to the skate park, and we actually started taking skateboarding more serious as a sport than just a.
Let's get around.
Yeah.
Like.
And then while I was working at the tattoo shop, since I didn't do anything, I started drawing on boards, and that's when I came up with the idea of making a skateboard company.
Yeah.
But I had no intentions on Catalyst at this point. I was just taking old broken boards, spray painting them, and drawing with markers.
Yeah, look where we're at now. We order our boards from a local skate brand around here that are blank boards and just vectorize them.
And have actual graphics on the board, and new boards for one.
Yeah, they're not
boards that you can hardly break.
Yeah.
Oh, I started working at Excel Graphics, apprenticing here to be a graphic designer, and that's when
John told us about Impulse.
He had a skateboard company named Impulse, and that was kind of like, this is a possibility.
We gotta do this, and then you came out with D. That's how it started. Is you came out with DEH. Had no meaning behind it. It was just D. You know, we were in the same chemistry class.
Yeah.
And we failed. But I remember we took the finals and we read something about a catalyst reaction, and you were like,
I thought the word sounded cool.
Yeah, and then you looked up the actual definition.
And it was acting on impulse, and then I thought that was cool because John, my mentor, had a skateboard company named Impulse. And it was like, catalyst is something that you would want. You'd actually see that name if you're seeing it on the streets, and not just a three-letter word that didn't mean anything.
Yeah. And then, what was it? We realized that to start skateboarding, we had an impulse to get around, and then we had an impulse to basically start doing tricks.
And basically, everything anyone does in life, you have to act on impulse, and you just want to do it.
Yeah. And then we started branching out. People started asking about Catalyst.
How many people do we have that help in Catalyst now? 10 maybe?
A handful,
Yeah. An actual photographer.
And might I add, seeing how we started skateboarding, we added a whole new life to the sport because people around here didn't skate.
Yeah, we come from a place where what people do is sit at home and play video games.
Yeah, and the only people that skate are like 25-year-olds that didn't have video games.
Yeah.
And so...
people that actually enjoy what they do.
I don't know, that was probably the hardest part, was getting people into it, honestly.
For a while. But after people realized what we were doing and the point we were doing it for, we had people left and right just starting to help out.
Yeah.
Now, currently we have 2 CEOs, we have a marketer, we have a secretary, 2 photographers, another female artist. Potentially, which she's working on some designs now.
And then it's just branching off from that.
And I've noticed over the years, we started this our sophomore year of high school, and everyone was separated. There were football cliques, baseball cliques, preps, and over the years we have one of each, and we've connected to all these cliques.
And that's just how our high school was. People pertain to the people that they were connected to through how they dress and how they talk and what music they listen to.
And we were just outcast skateboarding misfits, and then one day it just seemed like that all went away.
Yeah, we basically connected everybody. We just destroyed the cliques.
People realized that what we were doing wasn't just skateboarding, we were starting a lifestyle.
Yeah.
When we started Catalyst and started realizing the potential it had, we went on road trips to skate parks. We went off having contests in Gunnersville. We went to thousands of different places spreading the word.
The contest in Gunnersville. Oh, I forgot we had that. Well,
that was fun. Handed out a lot of product that day, and people really supported us there.
And we've been to multiple skate shops, and they've told us that they would carry our stuff. Like when we took the family visit down to Florida, we visited the local skate park around there.
And then we met up with that group, the Plug Uglies.
Yeah.
And they were like all down. They were like, let's connect. And
Yeah, we have their email address, and we just got to get some boards out there too.
and then Woody's skate park in Savannah, Georgia. That's a big thing down there because that's all they have. It's just like here. There's nothing like it. That's a nicer town than we have here.
Yeah.
But there are those people like us that don't know what to do. And then when Woody's came about, it's kind of like us. We brought something into that town that people didn't have before.
Yeah. The amazing thing is most people are like interested in what we're doing. Like people are not like, oh, these are just a couple of teenagers that are just, you know, wasting their time. People see this as like, wow, these kids are serious.
Like I was afraid going into it, like when this coffee shop opened up and I was talking to them about carrying our boards, I didn't know how they were going to act, you know, we're just kids, you know, just kids with dreams. But
once we sat down and told them what we're about, they were
and now we're like best friends with the owners, and they have our boards hanging up in the shop for sale.
Yeah.
It's just
we're supported now, and it's crazy. I mean, it can go a lot further than where we're at right now. We just got to keep working into it, and just got to find the right people to help us.
Yeah. It's just, it amazes me how far it's branched away from skateboarding. You know, it started off in a tattoo shop drawing on a board, and now it's not even about the skateboards. It's about people just wanting to go on these trips with us and
figure out what we're all about.
Yeah.
See what kind of life we're about.
and realize you don't have to be a skateboarder, a snowboarder, a football player. We accept you, and you're a part of us, and you do what we do.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's been people coming to us that like those two down there, and we're not skateboarders, and then they made us skateboard, bam.
Yeah. I mean, the cool thing is we did start this as a skateboarding thing.
Yeah, because that's all we cared about. That's all we knew. You know, we come from a town when what we did at midnight was walk the streets because there's nothing to do.
Yeah. And plus, once we started, you know, getting into Catalyst and figure out everything that was going on with us and how we wanted to go about things, we were strictly about skateboarding. But then we realized there's a lot more stuff goes around here than we actually knew.
Yeah.
Like, don't throw paint on a canvas, you know.
And just call it art, and then
There's people out there that can actually draw, and like.
There's people with talents that living in this town, they have nothing to do with them. And when we came about, we gave them something to do with their talent.
And I think the most interesting people we meet is the people that made their own talents and found their own talents.
Like how many musicians have we found that people would have never known were musicians?
At least like 20 or 10 or something like that. And then we found artists, people that just draw or doodle. That's the amazing thing is we
people
come across
who didn't think
artists.
they were artists. People who thought, because no one ever told them that they had potential. No one believed in their dream until someone from our group came along and told them that they had potential. Because people around here, all they know is working at Hall, you know, working 7 days a week and then going home and having nothing to spend their money on.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically all this town is run off factory jobs and a little community college out there, but we're crazy enough to think that we can change the world. The future of our business should really be branch out more and give kids something to do so they don't grow up and just sit at home, get fat, and play video games.
Yeah, and that's why with the investors' money that hopefully people will be interested in investing in us, what we will want to do is one of these buildings, like the building that we're currently in, we would want to rent that out, use the money to pay for the first month's rent, then buy enough product to fill it up, and then build a mini skate park outside of the shop because, you know, of course, our skate park has been torn to pieces and it's not worth going to anymore. So build something actually nice for the kids to do and let the kids even just come hang out. Give them a reason to get out of the house.
Right.
And after that, I think it really would just work itself out from there.
I mean, I see us in the future eventually sending out boards. Like, we have phone numbers now to local skate shops up in Chattanooga, Huntsville, Florida, you know, Georgia. You know, we're branching out to the, you know, basically states that are connected to us. You know, after that, it should spread a little bit more, hopefully.
And after getting this up and going well for after about 6 months to a year, I'd like to potentially open up one connected to a shop or something like that in other bigger skateboard communities. Like Guntersville has a nice skate community. So
Local skate shops and everything, that's where we really are starting. And then after that, it's nothing.
this is Eric Crabtree, the guy who is behind all of our filming and most of the pictures that you see if you follow us on Facebook. Thank you for your time.